Yo, how goes it? Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of my StreamLabs tutorial video, and I want to go ahead and finish up where we started in the last video. We finished up our gaming scene, which should look something similar to this. You know, obviously it's not going to be the same color and overlays, but it's going to have your overlay, your webcam set up on OBS. So, let's go ahead and get started with the scenes we could be using. I'm going to start with the easier ones, such as the starting soon and the be right back scene and the ending scenes. These are all pretty easy to set up, and then I'll get into the intermission, which is what I like to use when I'm not actually, having anything great gameplay wise on stream and want to chat and still want to chat with my viewers. So the starting soon scene is relatively easy. You're going to want to go ahead and add a new scene. You can hit starting soon or starting or whatever you want to type this scene. Like I said in the last video, it's really important for you to be detailed with your naming of these scenes just so you can keep yourself organized. So let's go ahead and do that, and then you're going to hit done. Once you hit done, you're going to have this box here. It's going to be blank. You're not going to have any sources. So what you're going to want to do is add your source, and you're going to add an image. Once you add the image, you can go ahead and choose your starting soon. So you can have this in like an overlay pack. You can make one yourself in Photoshop. You can get it online. So yeah, I got this one off the website. That is in the description of the last video. And I went ahead and edited in Photoshop, so that way it would have all my correct social media accounts. This is a good way to have everybody settle in right before you actually start playing or start showcasing whatever you will be on Twitch. So hit add source, and it's going to go ahead and do that. And then you can always add the alert box as well, so that way any alerts that you have during stream won't be missed out on, so that way your viewers know you're still engaging with them. The next thing you're going to want to do is add a be right back scene. It's exactly the same step. You're going to hit new scene, just type it as be right back or BRB like I have it set up on here. And then you're going to have the source. You're going to add a new source, go to image, add source, and then you're going to use that one. So stream will be right back. And that's just a good thing to have, so that way when you're not at the keyboard, your stream isn't just looking at a blank chair and they know you'll be right back. It's a good way for them and you to take a break. And then lastly is the ending scene. And I switched to that right now, so that's probably what you're seeing on screen. So to set up these ending scene, once again, same exact steps. I'm not going to go ahead and kill you guys with the boredom, but that's just a good way to have everybody know you're going offline. Let's get into the fun stuff, the intermission. So the intermission is what I use when I want to chat with my viewers, have chat up on screen, my follow goals, and my stream alerts a little bit bigger, so that way everybody sees what's going on with the stream. So what you're going to do is add a new scene, intermission, and this is where the fun stuff really comes in. This is where you add a lot of sources, and I want to go ahead and show you guys exactly what I have in there. So, good news is you can still see what's going on in my screen, but you can see what's going on with the rest of my overlay. So I got my recent subscriber, recent donation, recent followers, follower goal, chats under here, current viewers, and your socials. So this particular overlay I got with the overlay pack that I use, and it had pretty straightforward ways of setting this up. I could change these depending on what I wanted to do it. I'm still keeping them the same like I am with my webcam. This wasn't part of the overlay pack, but this is actually part of your StreamLabs. So let's go ahead and start with the source. Just like you did for the gaming, you're going to go ahead and add a display capture or a game capture and size it in. You can go ahead and right click it to just make sure you got all the right sizing, and that's going to be independent. It's not going to be exactly the same as what's on my screen. This is just what I have for this particular overlay. It just depends on what kind of overlay you have, but really the more important things you want to add to your intermission overlay is going to be your alert box. I would definitely recommend having a chat box set up. So let's go ahead and show you how you do that. You're going to hit sources, and it's going to allow you to choose chat box. Once you add chat box, you can add that source. You can add the existing source, and it's going to bring you up with this menu here. You have options for visual settings. You can change the themes. You can change your font settings. You can show moderator badges, show subscriber badges, and all that good stuff. I have all these boxes checked off. You can make a background color. If your overlay doesn't have a background on it, I left mine transparent, and I just have it on always show messages, so that way the chat is still there when I go back to this. Font settings. You can change the size of the font. And if you're going to be using a Nightbot or a MooBot or different, Twitch bots, you're going to want to go ahead and hide some of these if you don't want them appearing in chat too often. And you can also type in chatters that are going to be near this particular chat box. Source, once again, shut down when not visible, and refresh browser when scene becomes active. So that way it doesn't take up too much of your CPU usage. Just go ahead and hit done. I didn't really change anything, so I didn't hit done. Next, follower goal. This one's pretty nice to have. Or you can change it to a sub goal. I changed mine to a follower goal just because I'm doing a giveaway at 100 followers over on my channel. We got 25 days left for that particular giveaway. We're not too far off. We're just 27 followers off. Just a way for me to say thank you to everybody who's got me to affiliate. Subs do have a higher chance of winning, just a heads up. But if you do have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the channel for free if you're not using your Twitch sub already. Just a heads up if you wanted to get into that giveaway. But let's go ahead and show you how to add this follower goal. You actually have an option for follower goal right here in the widgets. And once you do that, it's going to bring you up with this menu here. You're going to have your goal, you're going to have your visual settings, and you're going to be able to edit this. If I end the goal, it's going to allow me to edit it, but you'll be able to edit the title, the goal amount, the current amount, and how many days you want. You're going to type in the calendar date for when you want the follower goal count to end. You can go to visual settings and change out the layout depending on how you want it to show up on your stream. I was okay with the standard. Condensed looks somewhat different on stream, just a little bit less intrusive, or it doesn't take up as much space. So if you have a smaller overlay, you may, or you have, you don't have as much room on your overlay, you may want to go ahead and do that. I did just change the colors to be relative to my stream. You can change the colors around here. A good way to do this too is if you can get a hex code for your colors or RGB code for the colors you have on stream. That way everything looks really good, like it looks color matched. That's what I recommend doing. You can change the thickness of the bar and change the font family. I have the font set up to the same as the rest of my stream, so it just all looks uniform. And then your source, refresh browser when scene becomes active, and shut down source when not visible. So that way it's not, once again, it's not taking up too much room. And I actually didn't have this one enabled here, so it's a good thing I went ahead and showed you guys how to do this. Viewer count, you can go ahead and add viewer count by adding a source. Now this depends if you can take a bit of, I guess, I'm trying to find a good way to put this. If you're not really good at taking bad news, I guess is the easiest way I can put this. You may not want to have the viewer count show up on your stream, because if you're grinding towards affiliate, seeing that number dip below 3 kind of does make you panic. So if you want to keep track of how many people are viewing you, and you want your viewers to see how many people are viewing you, it's a good thing to have. But if it's something that may cause you to not be at your, I guess, best, don't worry too much about the numbers. Just keep grinding. I was there. I wasn't an affiliate until not too long ago, maybe like 2-3 days ago. But with hard work, dedication, and just a charming personality, which I know you guys have, we'll all get there. You can add the viewer count, and that one's pretty straightforward. Once you go ahead and do that, it's going to allow you to add it. Bring up that menu here. It's going to, you can change the size and height. I changed it to this. Just gave me a better appearance with 1920 by 1080 for some reason. Change the font size and source shut down when not visible. This is not going to be automatically checked, so I'm just reminding you guys to go in there, so that way, once again, CPU usage doesn't get too high. And then I got everything set up like I did for the webcam labels, just like I did before. And use Google Fonts, so that way you can go ahead and pull up more fonts. You can change the label templates here. I just left them the way they are. Went ahead and added the largest donation, most recent sub, recent follower, all that good stuff. Let's go back. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. And really, that's it. This particular overlay came with the social bars. I went ahead and edited that in Photoshop. But yeah, this is a little bit more of the complicated one compared to the webcam. And even if it seems complicated at first, you'll get a hang of it. It was pretty straightforward for me to get this set up. And the great thing about it is once you get your overlay set up, you are kind of set and done. Then you just have to stream, you know, and possibly put out some more content on other platforms. That's one big tip for you guys, by the way. If you are a smaller streamer, try to get your content out on a different platform. Twitch is not a discoverable platform. It is a way to engage with your already existing crowd. So try to make a crowd, try to get an audience from a different platform. Probably just reiterating some advice you've heard if you are looking into becoming a streamer, but that's just something I wanted to put out there. I try to put clips out on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, like I'm doing for you guys right now. Well, this tutorial was a little shorter than the last one, which is good. I always want to try to help you guys save some time, but in the end, I hope it was helpful to you guys. And if you ever want to stop on by on the stream, just feel free to click the link below in the description. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Thanks so much. Have fun and good luck out there.